The 4th of August, Rabbi Furst, Mishna Berura.
Echad.
That's what we didn't discuss.
Be'echad.
Right.
Shabbat.
You're ready.
Okay, so if Tisha B'Av falls on, I guess, Sunday,
That's right.
first day of the week. Okay, O Shachal b'Shabbat b'nidche, or it starts on Shabbos and it's
Pushed off.
Pushed off. La'ar Shabbat till the day after Shabbat. Ochel basar b'shotei yayin b'suda hamafseket. So one can eat meat and drink wine at the meal before Tisha B'Av. Uma'aleh al shulchano. Afilu k'sudat Shlomo be'et machuto. And one can, I guess,
Have a fancy feast.
Oh, that's Ma'aleh al Shulchano is a fancy feast like this.
Right. Increase his table. Have more stuff on his table.
Oh, okay. Just like the meals of Shlomo during his kingship.
Right.
You can eat anything and as much of anything that you want.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You.
Oh, okay.
Can I ask about Kiddush?
Kiddush, yeah, okay.
I'm not going to be fasting on Sunday.
Okay.
So then I have to say, not Kiddush, Havdalah.
Mhm.
I have to say Havdalah on Saturday night, correct?
When are you going to be eating?
I probably won't eat until Sunday morning, I would guess.
So in theory, there's no reason for you to make Havdalah until Sunday morning. There's no reason for you to drink. Question is what you should make Havdalah on, and so in that case, it may be worthwhile delaying Havdalah until you have to eat on whenever it'll be Sunday morning sometime.
Right.
Because if it's okay, if you can fast at night, I guess it's okay for you to fast. 1 second. I'll tell you what. We'll hold on to your question for a moment. Let's finish up what we're doing here now. Hold on. Okay. Let's go. Let's see the Mishna Berura. We'll read the Ramah. The Ramah says, however.
Okay,
right?
so mihu sarich lahafsik yibod yom. But nevertheless, one needs to stop during the day.
Right.
I guess while it's still daylight.
Right.
Okay. So let's see what the Mishnah Berura says on Yud. Okay, so he says, Ochel basar. One can eat meat. Yasur limnoa mimenu. Af agav de'ein chiyuv le'echol basar b'Shabbat. Okay, so what's that? Never.
Limno is to refrain.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you're forbidden. It's
Right.
not a chiyuv. I guess
You're forbidden not to eat meat.
not right.
I mean, if he usually has meat, if he doesn't eat, we're talking about now. We're probably talking about shalosh seudos, right? It's the third meal.
Right.
So not everybody has meat at the third meal, right?
Correct.
A person who would normally have meat at the third meal, he should not specifically refrain from eating meat the third meal because that would be zilzal to Shabbos. Some people do have wine at the third meal. There are people who are makpid to
Right.
no kiddush by the third meal, but some people are makpid stringent to have wine at the third meal. Right, so to refrain from that, because you say, well, it's getting close to Tisha B'Av, that would be a zilzul, a disgrace of the keeping the Shabbos. Right.
Okay. Okay, so mikol makom kevan nimna mishum avel averahi.
Oh. Right. You see what he's saying here? If he's going to refrain from enjoying or having these foods because of mourning, it's an avera. He has an obligation now to keep Shabbos in its proper way. To mechabed the Shabbos by having good food and drink. If you refrain from that, so that's going to be a disgrace to Shabbos, which itself is an avera.
Yeah, because you can't be an avil, or you can't mourn on Shabbos, right?
Exactly.
Okay. V'hinei af the katav hamechaber kisudat shlomo. So in here, the mechaber writes like a meal of Shlomo. Okay, mikol makom yeshev b'da'avon nefesh shelo yinhag b'simcha. So nevertheless, he should sit b'da'avon nefesh.
Right. The davon nefesh, davon mishna means like subdued. He should be subdued, right?
Oh, okay.
Right. And below neg simply shouldn't be overly joyous. It's not a it's
Right.
Not, he's supposed to, but serious attitudes. He should have a serious, somber, subdued attitude.
Okay. V'lachein lo yeshev b'sudat chaverim, and therefore you should not have the meal with friends.
I'm not sure. Do you remember what do the shuls do? A lot of shuls in America, especially, they have shalosh shudas in shul. There are people, they walk.
Not Erev Tisha B'Av. Not Tisha. Yeah.
They don't do it. They don't do it. Okay.
No.
That's
Dafka at home on Tisha B'Av. So you
Yeah,
daven mincha, then you go home, and then you can come back. Then you can wait till it's dark and take off your shoes, and then come back to shul for Marav.
right. So that's exactly what the Mishna was talking about. That it's not a time to get together. Like even though they do that all the year long, but on Erev Tisha B'Av they don't do that. Very good. Thank you, Liz. Sweet.
Okay. B'sefer b'chor shur cholech al zeh. In the book, I guess b'chor shur, he disputes this.
Right.
Right.
Cholech al zeh. Okay. B'dato mi shiragil b'chol Shabbat lis'od suda zo im chavero Yuda'av Monea b'Shabbat zo. Okay, so let's see, disputes this. Oh, and in his opinion, I guess one that regularly has a friends for the Sudah Shlishi for this meal.
Right. So he's saying that his opinion is if a person usually has a group shalosh shudas, right, and he eats with his friends, and he refrains from doing this on the Shabbos. This Shabbos, the habi avelos kafar hesia. It's like a veris for hesia. So according to that, the person should not refrain from having his usual shalashudas, even if he's going to be getting together with friends and such. 'Cause if
Oh,
not, it looks like a Velas before Hestia.
so it's public fasting, I guess,
Right.
or mourning, not fasting. Avelut is mourning.
Right. So I could be that the reasons that the shuls don't do it is because people have to go home anyway to change. Right. So it's not practical to to have the shalashudas in shul. So it could be other reasons why they're not doing it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, excuse me. L'chulei alma mutar le'echol im b'nei veito v'yachol levarech b'zimun kevan shehu Shabbat. Okay, but however, let's see. It is permitted to eat with the household.
Right. His family can eat. He definitely can eat and
Family.
should eat with his family. Right.
Okay. And let's see. Oh, just lost my place. Oh, and v'yachol levarech. Oh, and to say the blessing with a zimun, I guess, with a mezumin. Since it is Shabbat.
Right.
Okay. Ve'im chol milah be'oto Shabbat ya'aseh hasuda kodem mincha. And if there is a bris on this day, on this Shabbat, he can have a suda before mincha.
Right.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because it's suda with extra special joy in it, so that should be done before.
Not you
midnight.
can, you must.
Yeah, right.
It has to be. Before midnight.
Okay, Chaf Daled.
Okay, kaf dalet mid od yom. Okay,
You have to stop eating before, while it's still daylight.
okay. Hainu kodem shkia. That's before sunset. V'nachon lehodia ze lehamon.
It's proper. You should inform the general public. Shlo Yita, they shouldn't make a mistake. Shu Kashar Shabbos. They might think this is like every other Shabbos. And no, every other Shabbos they can extend the Shalashudas past Shkia until it's time to daven Ma'ariv. So they might
Right.
think as long as it's Shabbos, they haven't benched, they haven't daven Ma'ariv, they might think they can still eat and drink. But no, you have to inform the people that they have to stop before it gets to be sunset. Okay. Let's jump over here to Tuf Kuf Nun Vav. Okay, Tuf Kuf Nun Vav.
Okay, hold on.
This is talking about Havdalah when it's
Not enough?
Havdalah when it's
Another
mostly
100?
Whoops. Okay, hold on 1 second. Vav. Okay, let me just find it here. Taf Kuf Nun Gimel. Dalet. Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay, so this is let's see. Tisha B'Av Shechol B'Yom Rishon. That's what we're doing?
Yep.
Okay, so Leil Tisha B'Av Shechol B'Echad B'Shabbat. Okay, so Tisha B'Av begins on Sunday, the first day of the week. Okay. Kishiroeh Haner Omer Borei Ha'esh. So if one sees a candle, he can say Borei Morei Ha'esh.
right.
Okay. Ve'ein mivarech al habisamim, but don't say the blessings on the spices. Okay. Uvelel motzei Tisha B'Av mavdil al hakos. Oh, okay, and at the after Tisha B'Av, when it ends, then one says Havdalah on the coast of Yayin. The Eino Mivarech Lo al Habisami, but one does not say the blessing on the spices.
We can say,
Pardon?
Ala ner all of a sudden, on the light or the basam in Motzi Tisha B'Av.
Right, there's neither Abdallah on the Nair nor on the Basami or Motzi Tisha B'Av.
So we're allowed to make Havdalah on a coast Sunday night?
Sunday night, yes. Sunday night you can make a.
Even though we can't drink wine normally until noon the next day?
Well, that's usually on a regular Tisha B'Av, but since now it's Nitka, so it's really.
Oh, it's because it's Nidka, okay.
Really
So once it's Nidka, all the restrictions.
Okay, so in terms of that, there's another halacha that explains that if anything, that's going to be discussed. That's in Tafkuf Nun Ches. Okay, look, jump to Tafkuf Nun Ches. Okay.
Yep.
It says here. It's the Mechaber. Tisha B'Av la'eis erev on Tisha B'Av the 9th of Av. The fire broke out in the courtyards of the base of Mikdash and burned until the Shkia on the 10th of the month. Right? Nekach minig kosher. It's a proper minhag custom. Shelo ochel basar v'ishtos yain belel asiri v'yom asiri. It's proper not to eat or drink wine at night on the 10th or the day of the 10th. Hagah. V'yesh machmirim ad chatzois hayom v'lo yoser. There was a machmir until midday of the 10th and not more than that. Now, here it is. V'im chal Tisha B'Av b'Shabbos. If Tisha B'Av falls out on Shabbos, v'nitkel Yom Rishon, it's delayed until Yom Aleph, right? Mutar la'ochel basar v'yishtos yam b'yom beis, right? Aval osir mipnei avelos shel yom. Look at the Mishna Berura here. So it says in Sifkat and Dalid that the Aval Yalayl it's osir. Hainu rak b'achilas basar v'yishtos yain. Aval b'tisporus is mutar l'kuli ama. Right? Why is it usher? Even though it's really now it's Yud Aleph, right?
Right.
Yud Aleph now, correct? Mipnei avelis shel yom mashma de'dak b'zeh mipnei avelis shel Tisha B'Av machmirim gam b'layla she'achrav. The who de'rak b'zeh avelis shel Tisha B'Av machmirim gam b'layla she'achrav. Kamo bein Mitzrayim. It's considered like one of the days of names. Yesha nashim machmirim. Other things, washing clothes, taking haircuts and such. It's only basa b'yayin, right? So again,
So the question was up on Havdalah.
Right. So Havdalah. So it depends. They'll have the same halacha as during the 9 days. If you usually give it to a cut, and usually like Lamasha last Motzi Shabbos. If you had a child, you should have given it to a child if you can find such a child who's reliable.
So if you made Havdalah on Chamar Medina, you should still do that Motzi Tisha B'Av this week too?
We
may have Havdalah on beer. Should I do it on beer again?
To tell you the truth, I really have to ask to tell you the truth. If that's the way you do it, if you usually make Havdalah on beer,
only Tisha B'Av, only Shavuot Chabo.
Right. Yeah, right. Of course, I understand. Possibly. I'll try and ask. I'm not sure. I'm not sure because.
And I have a problem doing it on beer. If it's preferable we do it on beer, that's fine. I just not sure what the halacha is. That's all.
Right. I'll try and find out. I'll try and send you an email, okay? Between
Okay.
now and then.
Thank you.
I'll try and get you an answer. I'm not sure.
I
Okay.
think I have a similar question for Saturday night.
For Saturday, what's the question Saturday night?
If I should make it on beer,
Well,
Saturday night or Sunday morning, we said, because I'm not fasting.
yeah, is it
But
better?
there's still-
Is it better for you to make it on beer or on grape juice, or you wouldn't drink wine anyway? Probably you would have wine or grape juice, or
But I think on
Well-
Sunday, you still have the same restrictions of no beer, no wine or meat.
yeah.
So you should probably,
There's even more. So in terms of your question, so if you're not, Lou, if you're not gonna eat and drink at night, if you're gonna go to sleep after Shabbos without eating and drinking, so you should wait until in the morning sometime when you're going to make, when you're gonna need to eat, and you should make your Havdalah then, right?
Right, but how do I make it?
Right, so.
What do I say?
So, well, what do you say? Again, Nair, you're gonna make Nair at night, right? You're gonna make Nair at night like everybody else makes Nair at night, right?
At night, on Sunday night?
No.
Motzi Shabbos.
Motzei
Shabbos.
Shabbos.
But
you make
Saturday
it on
night,
Nair.
even though I'm not eating until Sunday morning, Saturday night, I make Havdalah on the Nair?
Yeah, you only the Nair, just the bracha on the Nair. Berei ha'esh. That's the only one and only one bracha you make. Okay,
So there's no liquid.
no liquids.
Okay.
Unless you're going to be, if you're going to be drinking. I don't know if you're going to go to sleep without eating and drinking. Okay, so then in the morning, when you need to eat, so you have to make Havdalah. Before you can eat, you have to make Havdalah. So it depends when you think you're going to be eating. You have to, you should daven something before you eat in the morning. And when it's time for you to eat, so you take your if you can make on Hamar Medina, that's a question.
My custom is that the first thing I do is I have a cup of black coffee and I drink that while I'm eating, while I'm davening.
Right. Well, you could have coffee without having to make Havdalah.
Okay.
1 second. Yeah, right. So the Havdalah has to be on Chamor Medina, right? So
I can do it on beer.
You could actually do it on coffee too. Coffee's considered Chamor Medina.
Oh, okay. That's convenient.
Yeah. Do you usually put sugar, any type of sweetener in the coffee, or you don't?
No, just straight.
Right. Okay, good. So you could make it on right. You could make it on coffee. You could make it on the coffee. Yeah. make it on
Okay.
the coffee. And
So I just say a shehakol.
that's right. That's right.
Okay, and there's no candle because I set it on a candle the night before.
correct.
Right. So
Then I say hamavdil.
yeah, you say the brother. Well, no. Also, that's another. You have to say Hamavdil. You have to say you have to. Everyone has to say Baruch Hamavdil ben Kodesh L'Chol before they do any malachas to Motzei Shabbos. Okay.
Right.
Before
You're
you
not gonna
change your
make
shoes, before you change your shoes.
Before you ride, right before you change your shoes. And again, it depends when you're going to be changing your shoes. 30 minutes after skiya, 45 minutes after skiya, whatever it might be. Usually that's the time. You have to check when your minyan is going to be on Motzei Shabbos. It depends where you're going to daven and when they're going to daven, right? Usually what they're going to do is they're usually going to delay it a little bit from the normal starting time, so they give people a little bit time to make a bracha on what you usually do is you make the bracha on the Nair before you go, and usually you change out of your clothes before you make the brach on the nail, and you say Baruch Hamavdil ben Kodesh L'chol, right? At home. And then at davening, you make Havdalah, and you make Havdalah in the
Shemona Esrei.
Shemona Esrei, right? And then Moitzi Tisha B'Av, you make the Nusach of Havdalah with the bracha of Yain, right? Priya right? So, and it could, there are opinions that say that you could even have grape juice if necessary on Tisha B'Av itself, but only to have a minimal shear, to have the minimal shear.
So Sunday morning, when I'm ready to eat, I say Shakol. And then Sunday evening, I say Geffen.
No, you're gonna make your Havdalah. You're gonna make your Havdalah before you eat. You make your Havdalah in the daytime. You do
Right.
all-
Sunday morning in the daytime, I finish davening, and now I want to eat something.
Right.
So I say Shakol on coffee,
Right.
and I say Hamavdil, and that's it.
Right. Well, it could be. You might as well, if you're having the coffee anyway at the beginning, you're gonna make the brach on the coffee before in the middle of your davening. So theoretically, you could make the Havdalah then at that point as well.
Okay. So when I
And
make
what-
that, I just say the two things. I say Shakol and Hamavdil,
Right.
and that's Sunday morning.
Right.
And then what do I do Sunday evening?
What, that's for your wife? You have to make Havdalah for your wife now?
On Sunday evening, yeah, she's fasting.
So if you've made Havdalah already, I would suggest she makes her own Havdalah. I mean, she takes grape juice, she drinks grape juice?
Yes.
Okay. So,
So what will she say on Sunday evening?
she will say the bracha,
Just on wine, just on wine.
Great Priya Guffin and Havdalah. Oops.
Okay, looks like it's
One
time.
second, Yaakov, hold on a second, okay? Okay.
And I don't say anything on Sunday evening.
Correct.
Right. Okay, it could be maybe tomorrow, maybe we'll continue this, instead of maybe spending all the time on the Parsha Shuvah, maybe it's better we spend the time on Holocaust tomorrow to clarify some of these points. Just to get it
I would
straight.
like that.
It's
All right.
a bit complicated. Okay, Mitzvah Shem, hope to see you all, if not tomorrow, then next week, Mitzvah Shem. Okay,
Okay, have a good day. Have an easy fast. Have a good Shabbos. Have an easy fast.
likewise.
Thank you.
too.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you, be well.
Have a good day.
Thank you, Lou.
Okay.
Thank you.